caramel apple is the most coveted of Halloween treats, but a Black Cauldron candy dipped apple will outdo them all. Of course, Heather Smith with Orson Gygi is here to share. She's the brilliant mind behind this concept, Black Cauldron apples.
Well, you have to have a spooky element, right?
Totally. You have to step it up for Halloween, and a little dry ice never helps.
No.
We were just saying, like, you know, the Yule log they have that they put out through the direct TV or whatever. Yeah. Don't you think they should have a black ice one that we could put up for Halloween?
You just play it on that Netflix thing that goes over and over. Yes, we'd be great.
Okay, back to the apples. Show us how to make these.
Okay, so caramel apples are such a big thing this time of year. We do several classes at the store, but it's so fun to see what everyone come out and creates with their caramel apples. And so, but the questions, I'm going to go over a few questions that we get all the time, like how do you make your caramel stick?
Yes.
What are the things that you do? And then we're going to show you some fun tips on how to color it. You can flavor it and do some fun things with it.
I want to know if you can work this in, how you prevent it from getting that big glob at the bottom and evenly coated on the top. Okay?
Yeah, so we'll talk about this. So what you want to start with is your caramel.
Yes.
Now, I know everyone has like their grandma's favorite caramel recipe that they, you know, wrap it up at Christmas time. This is probably not the time to do it. If you've made caramel apples with this and it's been great for you, that's wonderful. But oftentimes those recipes have too much butter in them. And so when you go to dip it, it goes on really thin, or then like an hour later, it's down on the bottom of the apple and it won't stick. So our secret, and before you turn your nose up, just try it, is our pre-made caramel.
Okay.
It comes in 5 pounds, which I think it's like that terrible thing that 3 o'clock when you're like, I need something sweet at my house.
Where's that fix I need? Oh, there it is.
I will cut it off, and then I'll go to make caramel apples, and I'm like, there's no caramel left. I ate it all. So just buy some of this caramel. It will save you heartache. This will do 25 to 30 apples.
Oh, wow.
So rather than unwrapping all those squares and doing it that way, just come get this. Plus, it's on sale in October.
Oh, nice.
But our secret to it is melted in the oven. So I put it in a pot like this. You can put it in anything that has a lid.
But not on the stove.
No. 200 degrees for 2 hours. I don't touch it. I don't stir it. Like, that will get it to a consistency where you can pull it out and it's pretty pliable. If it's not runny enough, you can put it back in for a little bit. But I will put it in. I'll go get the kids from school. I'll go run errands. Because for 2 hours, then you don't have to think about it. I used to do it on the stovetop, but you have to make sure you're constantly stirring it.
So it doesn't burn.
Yeah.
Okay.
So oven, 200 degrees, 2 hours.
I feel like that tip right there, you've saved us a lot of headache and stress. Okay.
Second is your apples. So we'll wash them, scrub them a little bit, just to give them a little abrasion on there.
Okay.
But then once they wash, I put them back in the fridge.
Oh.
And keeping your apple nice and cool will help your caramel set quicker, so that it doesn't pull down to the bottom.
Right, it'll harden fast.
Yes, so you've got a cool apple, then you'll dip it in your caramel, and then you put it on a parchment sheet. Don't do wax paper. A lot of people make the mistake of doing wax paper, and then it melts to your caramel because it's hot.
This all makes sense as you're saying it, but they're the tricks and the tips that we don't think about in the moment.
Yes, yes, because you think it's cut. So a lot of people put this like the same thing, but they're not.
Okay.
So then put that back in the fridge and help the apple to set in the fridge will help keep your caramel on your apple.
Can we dip?
Yes.
Can we dip?
So put your stick in.
Yes.
And then we've got our caramel that's been melting, and it's
somebody already put my stick in. It's probably the same person who ate the 5-pound caramel.
It was great, huh? So here we've got it, and now this is where I want to show you one little trick is for our cauldrons.
Right.
Unless you want to do one regular apple.
No, let's go black. Let's go dark.
So AmeriColor has black food coloring. This is you just put as many drops as you want. And that's it.
Okay, black as night.
Yes.
But we're not flavoring it, just coloring it.
So you could flavor if you wanted. We were talking earlier. I'm like, I don't know, because black licorice is usually like what you associate black food coloring with.
That's what I was thinking this was.
But I didn't know, would you like anise flavor with your apple?
Yeah, maybe not.
So I don't know.
Once again, one of those details you don't think about in the moment, but here's Heather to save the day.
I think those people that love black licorice flavor would, like, yes, put it on there.
But it is so polarizing.
But, so I don't know. So when you see black, though, you automatically think, oh, that's flavored something. But I've even done, like, flavored it. So I've made black licorice caramels with these, like the little square ones, and I flavored it, not black licorice, but orange.
Oh, yum.
So you could add a little bit of orange flavor or something to it.
Oh, that's fun.
But just, you can add anything you want. We use the little Loran super strength flavors, so you can just add however much you want.
Okay.
But when you're coloring it, you want to make sure you stir it really well, because you can see right now there's still got some streaks in there.
It's highlighted.
Yes. It could be pretty.
And we want to dye it.
That's right.
To use salon terms.
That's right.
Okay.
So we are ready.
Let's dip.
So if you want to you just put your apple in there, and then you take your spoon and just push it up to the sides. For our cauldrons, I go all the way up. Generally with my caramel apples, I like to show a little bit of apple just to give it some contrast.
You show a little skin?
That's right. Everyone likes a little bit.
Okay.
And then just kind of scrape the bottom.
So is that the trick then, to avoiding the glob?
Yes. Scrape the bottom and then
scrape it off.
This is probably one of those like wife's tales, but I actually like to hold it upside down for just a minute.
Why?
I feel like gravity is working its way this way, so that when I go to put it on my tray, it's already starting to set this way. It's probably just me.
I could get on board with that.
So go for it.
I believe all the wives' tales. I sign up for all of the conspiracy theories.
I love it.
Okay, and how do we top these off? This is where it gets creative and it gets really fun.
So we have tons of different sprinkles, the little candy eyeballs, but for the witch's cauldrons, I just break up these little rock candy sticks, which my kids think are the best things that we sell at Orson Gygi, which is like, really?
You're like, hold on, have you been to the store?
Yes, every time they come, they grab some of these. Okay. So break these up in a bag, just get like a meat tenderizer, smash them up, and then you can just place them on top of your apple.
Okay.
And for the cauldrons, I just tried to do kind of like, it was like spilling over, kind of like our dry ice there.
Yes.
So then you can just place it. It cools pretty quick, so you got to move somewhat fast.
Get those toppings on there before it hardens completely. Oh my gosh. I'm looking at all the fun variations with the eyeballs. Again, the eyeball trend.
They're back. Yes, I was glad we talked about that.
So huge. And then what are these little guys?
They're just little candy pearls.
Oh, okay.
You could even do like sixlets if you wanted to.
Nice,
but,
nice.
Yeah.
Super cute. Really quickly, if we were to capitalize on what we've got going in the oven, the caramel, the 5-pound caramel that's melting down, any tips for dipping the pretzel rods?
So same thing, you can just take your caramel and you either pour it over it, because our pot sometimes it doesn't allow for it to like dip in there.
Okay.
So I usually just kind of pull it like that.
A nice even glaze.
Pull it like that.
All right.
And you're ready to go.
And now's the time, as you mentioned, to stock up on Peter's caramel because it's on sale through the month.
Through all of October, we put it on sale, and so you'll get it for, I believe it's $18.75 for the 5 pounds.
Awesome. So with holiday in mind, really do stock up. Heather, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Very fun.